What's up guys, it is I, once again, Mr. Gamer 990, and guys, I'm not gonna apologize this time because I am done apologizing, and you know who you're talking to, but in Dark Souls 2, Skull of the First Sin, I completed the Crown of the Sunken King DLC while recording, but the recording once again has been sabotaged, or just there was an error with it because of this bullshit Elgato HD, my Elgato specifically. I had to do a lot of changes to these settings, including turning it from 1080p to 720p. I had to look up some videos on exactly what I can add and just remove from my Elgato. And right now it should work a lot better, but it doesn't. I don't know what else to do because my Elgato is fucked to the core. Guys, this is just ridiculous how my Elgato ceases to function the way it is, and I'm not gonna apologize for this shit anymore because you know when a lot of YouTubers, when they apologize, they're trying to come off as, oh, innocent and sweet. Guys, I am anything but that. I mentioned to someone I know online, his name is Makosa, that I can be the sweetest and I can also be the most vicious son of a bitch imaginable, because guys, I am not a sweet person deep down. I can be a nice guy, but at the same time I can be a downright awful SOB, and it just depends on my mood and how someone approaches me. So when it comes to shit like this and the Elgato, it does frustrate me a lot to a personal level, because I've already had enough shit recording the episode of, The Last Guardian, and another episode of Dark Souls 2 prior to this one. I am not going to apologize for something which is not my fault, and that being the Elgato, which is bullshit, but let's get rid of these bastards over here like so. And when I show you guys a more darker side to my personality, it's nothing against you guys or gals, it's just who I am. I am not a good guy, I try to be one. Everyone has their good and bad qualities. For me, I just so happen to have a lot more bad qualities. It's not because of me specifically, my own fault I mean. It's just the way I am, and the circumstance I was, brought onto growing up. And yeah, I don't really know how to explain how my mind works, but it is what it is, and we should go up here. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, this DLC we're in right now is the Crown of the Ivory King, and we got the Crown of the Sunken King over here. Let me just find the crown, and we should be attacked by an invader. Yeah, this is the Crown of the Sunken King, which we got from the final boss of the Sunken King DLC, Sinh, the giant dragon who you guys didn't got to see because of my own stupidity. I'm sorry about that, but we're going to make up for it with this DLC right here, Crown of the Ivory King, and the NPC should be here somewhere. Hey bitch, bring it on. Yeah, fuck you. Oh man. These guys hit hard, but let's use some life gems, and we're going to face the, the NPC over here. And I forgot who this NPC is, but I believe he's a trickster, someone who disguises himself as an object so he can, ambush us. Now, where would he be, I wonder? This one? Oh, no, guys. That NPC who just invaded us, as you could tell by the indication that he's here, he's in one of these crates. And where is he? Is he in this one? Hello there, bitch! Oh yeah. That message down there is a good clue to finding this cocksucker. Who is he? I can't read his name because he's trying to attack us, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna die. Oh yeah, and he's a pushover. A friggin' pushover. Nice dodge. Oh no, fuck you. No backstab, bitch. No backstab. Yeah, screw you. Don't heal, son of a bitch. Wow, cocksucker. Guys, what the fuck was that? He got killed because when I did the over-the-head slash and slashed once again backwards using the great sword, it cut him in half. I mean, fuck, that was awesome, and that guy was a dumbass. I have never seen anyone that dumb. I mean, honestly, anyone could have dodged that, or at least avoid the backslash with the great sword, but that dude, he wasn't so fortunate. No, he was not. And we got a key during the initial recording of this episode. The key should be here somewhere. This key will lead us to a boss fight that will take us to the queen and wife of the Ivory King. The Ivory King who has passed on, and the queen will explain more to us. But before she can have a chance to talk to Gatsu, we have to get past her guardian. And the key is, where is it? I have no idea which key we got to allow us to see the boss in this area. Oh yeah, the Eye of the Priestess. This will allow us to see the boss, who is a cat-like creature. I believe this cat boss is actually a girl or a boy. I have no idea the gender, but she is guarding the queen of this area, the Ivory King DLC, and we're going to kill that bitch, and we're going to talk to the queen herself. And the queen, by the way, is one of the sisters of Nishandra, the wife and queen of King Vendrick. Let's proceed onwards and face our worst nightmare in this boss. I forgot what the cat's name is, but
Aava is watching. Go back.
besides the recording working well, the boss name is Aava, and this lady is the queen herself, and she was talking to us when this gate opened. That was in the initial recording. You guys missed, I think, 2 dialogue bits from the queen. I'm very sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do, and yeah, let's proceed onwards to this bitch and find out what Aava's capable of. And it shouldn't be a walk in the park. Yeah.
Go back. Do not
Yeah.
seek the old chaos, nor its twisted flame.
It won't be a walk in the park like I was going to say before we got interrupted, but that's Aava, the giant cat-like guardian. Let's take this bitch down. Ooh, Aava! Aava! Oh! Oh no, Aava! Aava, you missed it! Aha! Aava! Come on, Aava! Wow! I love the AoE attack. Oh no, Aava, calm down. Oh, Aava, no! Oh wow! Oh shit. Aava, don't do that. Aava. Oh, I love you, Aava. I do. Oh no, I hate you. Wow, that was some blow. Oh fuck me. Don't get cocky, guys. We got Aava's number and she got us. Oh man. Guys, Aava's a wrecking machine. Oh, she is. And watch out for Aava, the king's pet. And oh my god, I was trying to dodge, but this bitch is fast and agile. Oh, she is. Guys, we have to kill Aava right now. She's a wrecking machine, but she will die. Oh man, we missed that. Wait, guys, one more hit. Watch out for Aava's blows. Watch out and strike this bitch. Strike her. Yeah. Whoa! Nice, guys. Rock on. Oh yeah. Fuck you, Aava. Oh man. Aava took it to us. She did. Oh boy. We're gonna have a little chat with the queen here. And I think this place is called the Eleum Loyce. I think that's how you say it in their language. The language of this place, which resembles the North in, what do you say, the Song of Ice and Fire series, or as we know it from the TV show by HBO, Game of Thrones. I really love Game of Thrones. I love these medieval settings with the snow and the castles and the glaciers and the blizzard and all that kind of good stuff. And we're in the Grand Cathedral. And this right here, I believe to be, I think the queen herself, or just some priest-like figure. Okay, Queenie, what do you gotta say after we just got through your beautiful, dangerous, lethal pet guardian, Aava? Let's talk to her, Mrs. Queenie.
To think Aava could be bested. Who are you?
I wonder now, who are we?
This land is barren, cursed by the old chaos. It gave birth to atrocities, and the people fled in fear. Until our Lord The Ivory King came.
Yeah. So he came to her. She never came to him, like the what do you say, Nashandra came to Vendrick, or the way Alana, I think she was the queen of the Sunken King DLC, came to well, the Sunken King himself. Except that Sinh was the boss of the Sunken King DLC, not the Sunken King. I don't think we saw him, but let's hear what she has to say.
Dear Lord, a most true king.
Yeah.
It was with his magnificent soul that he built Eleum Loyce and contained the spread of chaos. But the chaos would not be sated, and the king gave his own soul.
Yeah, a great tragedy.
Inevitably, the king was drained of vigor and plunged into the chaos's heart. Eleum Loyce was frozen in time, its leader lost. I remain here to contain the chaos, honoring my lord's wishes. Perhaps one day he will return.
Perhaps.
There is nothing here save that accursed flame.
When she mentions chaos and flame, I think that's a very strong, clear reference to what's her name, the Witch of Izalith from the first game, Dark Souls. And the Witch of Izalith, if you don't know, was the bed of chaos in the first game, where she was a boss. And her story, you can look this up from YouTubers like Epic Name Bro, Vati Vidya, and many awesome YouTubers like this, including Terramanthus and Dave Control Live. But the story behind the Witch of Izalith and her daughters, the Daughters of Chaos, is a very tragic story. Their story has some relation to the kingdom, Eleum Loyce, and what happened to the queen and her beloved husband, also king. But let's continue.
That my dear Lord might be freed from that unspeakable chaos. I haven't had strength to help him myself, but perhaps one such as you.
Naturally.
I am yet to know your name, stranger. Will you lend me your strength?
The name's Gatsu, and we will help her. Oh, we will.
Kind visitor, I thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me open the path to chaos.
Merci beaucoup.
And please, do all you can.
Oh yeah, we're going to do all we can to free her husband and king of his pain.
Many of Eleum Loyce's faithful knights followed their lord into the chaos, but not one of them returned.
We will.
The king's dutiful subjects waited patiently for his own coming. But it was too long a wait to bear. The knights of Eleum Loyce await a new leader. One who will guide them into chaos.
Oh, chaos. Look how that worked out for the Witch of Izalith and her Daughters of Chaos. Very bad direction they went because of one Lord Gwyn, and Lord Gwyn fucked everyone up, especially the future generations, all because he tried to sustain the first flame but Gwyn was desperate and scared. He was truly a coward. Even though Gwyn was a coward and how he doomed everyone, including the future generation, we have to essentially make up for his mistakes. But let's continue onwards with the Eleum Loyce before we proceed to the final boss of this game, the Ivory King. And if you don't know who Gwyn is, he's the boss in Dark Souls 1, the final boss. Gwyn's story is one of tragedy and one of many mistakes, because he has made countless mistakes and how he tried to sustain the first flame. What Lord Gwyn feared the most was that the age of man, the age of dark, would come to fruition, and how the Dark Lord will be born among men, and how he would essentially bring the age of dark to mankind. And that is what Gwyn feared, and how he tried his best to shepherd the humans, and later he passed on that task to his son, what's his name, Gwendolyn. And the story from there becomes very, very tragic, especially how Guinevere leaves Anor Londo, and Gwendolyn still tries to fulfill his father's wishes. And Anor Londo was doomed from the start, as is all Lordran, and all because Lord Gwyn is trying his best to make sure the flame lasts forever, when it is inevitable the age of dark would come, and the world would be covered in shadows and darkness. But he couldn't fight the dark, so he essentially gave in, sacrificed himself to sustain the flame. And this is where we are right now in Dark Souls 2. We're going to explore as much of this area as possible before we proceed onward to the final boss of the game, that being the Ivory King and his soldiers. Now, the Ivory King is a very tricky battle, because we're going to be facing him and other of his men, and we're going to have to summon someone, because this fight, we can't do it on our own. I'm sure that people have done it before in the past, fighting him individually. It's like a 5-on-1 battle. That battle will come in due time. For now, we're going to explore as much of this place. Oh, we have a big one here. Oh yeah. And he's gonna die so easily like the rest of them. Hey bitch, fuck you. Yeah, screw you bitch. Wow. These enemies are so weak. Either they're that weak or we're that overpowered, and I'm pretty sure it's the latter. But we're going to complete the Ivory King DLC, most likely the next episode, when we face the Ivory King and his goons, and we're going to move onwards to the crown of the Iron King. And yep, this chest right here is a mimic. Check this out. Yep, a mimic, and it's gonna die. Fuck you, mimic. Wow! Crotch, yeah. I mean, guys, we lose. We killed the bastard mimic, but we get a crotch in our face. Wow, that is so wrong, and I feel like Gutsu has been violated, but the bastard's dead, so that's good, I guess. The crotch though, that friggin' crotch. Dude, are you serious? Wow, he tried to shoot us, but he's dead. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. We just awoken the beast from his slumber, and yep, we're going to get a knuckle sandwich, but apparently he missed. Too bad, cocksucker. No. Wow, was he gonna grab us? Don't try to grab us, you sick motherfucker. And wow, oh yeah, more of them just woke up. By the way, we're going to unlock some guards over here, or some soldiers who are going to help us against the Ivory King battle in the next episode. And I'm going to show you who these guys are eventually, once we get past this area. But they're going to be a great help against the Ivory King. Trust me, they will. Right here is our ally. Now this guy is one of, I believe, 3 or 4 soldiers who are going to assist us in the battle with the Ivory King and his men. So it's basically a 5-on-5 situation, and bow. Let's bow to him. Oh yeah! Join us, a knight of Eleum Loyce seeks the chaos. And we're going to give him just that, guys, so trust me, we will. But we're going to end the episode right here. And by the time we record the next one, we're going to have all these guys and the final battle with the Ivory King before we head onwards. The Iron King DLC will begin, and we're going to talk with the Queen once the battle is over. It's going to be quite a big fight, guys, trust me. I expect no less from what's likely my favorite DLC of the Soul series, excluding Altorius of the Abyss, and I don't really like DLC to Dark Souls 3 all that much, Ashes of Ariandel, but I still think it's a fun, very enjoyable DLC, but not the best. This one right here is awesome. But thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish. And like I said before, I'm not going to apologize for the shit that is Elgato HD. I'm going to apologize for the fact that I couldn't show you guys the battle with Sin. I couldn't show you the beginning of the Ivory King DLC. That I am sorry for. I'm truly sorry, but the Elgato right here, fuck the Elgato. But until next time, peace out, take care, adios, amigos, au revoir, sayonara.